2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Heat in Miami. Looking at Miami, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the New Orleans Pelicans.
And, it wasn't just that they got stops, it was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent. It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we showed the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. Now, about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide. And they're desperate to turn things around.
But does that mean, Kevin, desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes? Or do you go back to some of the things that had you in a position where we were talking about you in a positive manner?
Well, you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? What did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp?
Yes.
What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November into early December, we won 7 of 10 games. Well, guess what? Break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. No good. And it's Miami the other way. Dragic looking for an opening. Winslow's shot is off. And it's the Jazz's ball. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And as good as a team as they were a year ago, they hated seeing these guys in their meetings. Just couldn't get it done against them.
The drive by Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Richardson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Richardson's got the first points up on the board for Miami. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. For 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Mitchell against Richardson. Mitchell outside. Back to Ingles. He feeds it to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
There's Winslow after the basket by Utah. And the pass to Adebayo. Back to Winslow. Good ball movement here by the Heat. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Pass to Ingles. And the shot is good.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside Dragic. Mitchell against Richardson. Good work there as it goes. Richardson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. Richardson against Mitchell. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. Kicks it out to Rubio. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We take a look at the Warriors. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course the Utah Jazz just way behind.
And seeing where Utah is so far, it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
A nice shot by Winslow.
Even though Winslow gets bodied up there, I don't know if he even felt that contact. His focus helps him knock down the shot.
Mitchell outside. Gobert finds Rubio. On the wing, Mitchell. 6 to shoot. To end the run. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Here's Adebayo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Winslow's shot is off.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Ingles against Winslow. Ingles passes to Gobert. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's Favors. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Gobert against Whiteside. And that one's good by Favors. The Heat with the lead. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Richardson the bounce pass. Here's Whiteside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mitchell outside. Jazz trail by 4. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Winslow dishes to Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, once his team got Whiteside the ball that close to the bucket, the defense is absolutely at his mercy.
Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that? Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him. They kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis. Free throw, good. Whiteside.
Big hands, long arms, huge frame of Whiteside. It just makes him a dominant shot blocker, a huge rim protector, and a very good rebounder.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Dion Waiters comes in for Winslow. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in for Richardson. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Goran Dragic. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Shot clock at 6. Crowder, the pass to Udo. And Gobert kicks to Exum. There's the triple. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Here's Miami now. They're on a 13-5 run here. And he overshot that one, missing. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract break from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Korver. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Back to Exum. That one doesn't go. And the Heat going the other way now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Korver. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Neto. Kicks to Crowder. Back to Neto. Udo, the pass to Korver. 6 to shoot. And here's Neto outside.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instills some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
Here's Neto. Outside Crowder. He dishes it to Korver. Exum deciding where to go with it. Five to shoot. To end the drought. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's McGruder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Olynyk. Wade kicks to Johnson. Olynyk high post over Udo, and Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Johnson. And it's an 11-point Heat lead. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers past Neto. Another miss by Utah.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Now here's Korver after Dion Waiters' miss. Here's Neto. No points in the game yet for him. Wade finds Waiters. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. Number 1, the Heat. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
I mean, both these squads are just playing so hard here of late, really getting after it on the offensive glass, and it's paid off for both of them in terms of second chance points.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Crowder kicks to Neto. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Magruder. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. There's the pass to Johnson. Shoots over Crowder, and the basket by Johnson.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Exum with it. Wade picks him up. Neto, the pass to Exum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Udo with the stuff.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Olynyk. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Neto. 11-point game. Crowder finds Korver. Back to Crowder. Here's Neto. The Jazz working the ball around now. Now, here's Exum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Three-pointer. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Waiters. Neto kicks to Udo. There's the triple. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Heat lead by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got Udo. Kyle Korver is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Exum, and it's Neto in at the point. Now here's Korver. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Wade. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here, because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Now here's Wade. He kicks to Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Korver. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Pass to Crowder. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Waiters. Now Korver out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Neto, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron. The Heat leading by 11.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players. Just interesting combinations, guys who can switch all over the floor. But I think they're still trying to find out what their role is. Who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that they lean on. And they try to be greater than the sum of their parts under Eric Spoelstra. Some nights they are.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Wade. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And the Heat culture, not for everyone certainly, intense practices, a lot of preparation, demanding fitness standards. There's a lot to digest.
Well, Pat Riley is still around, isn't he, Kevin? So with that fact, Eric Spoelstra doesn't stray too far from what it is that brought Pat Riley a ton of success in Miami in setting up that culture and that sort of work mentality on a daily basis. You've got to be tough, and you've got to be willing to work if you're in Miami.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Ooh, thank you, G.A. He is indeed a fiery competitor. And the Jazz call time here. Brent, we have so much talent in this NBA beyond the superstars of that category. Who are some of your favorite players to watch?
Well, I'm thinking about last season and some of the great storylines that came out. Quinn Cook for the Golden State Warriors,
yes,
earned a contract as a two-way player. I mean, did an unbelievable job stepping in and playing backup minutes. You know, Dante Exum's late season return to the Utah Jazz and what he did defensively for them in the playoffs. Even a guy like Jared Allen, who had a great year in Brooklyn for the Nets, an opportunity to play at center as a rookie, getting 21 starts. You know, those are the kind of things where you just have aha moments and you want to follow a guy and see how he impacts his ball club as the season moves on.
Great list.
Well, the other one I might put in there, Kevin, is who doesn't love Boban?
We all love him. Plus, he's going to be a movie star.
He's going to be a big star.
He's a big star.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Rubio, the pass to Favors. Right side against Gobert. Kicks to Rubio. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Crowder. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mitchell passes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Heat leading by 16. Outside Dragic. Feeds it to Whiteside. That one drops for him. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. His last 10 games, first in free throw percentage, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's Dragic following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Rubio against Dragic. Mitchell, and Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Just 3 to shoot. That one goes in.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Dragic against Rubio. And here's Dragic. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Rubio, the pass to Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 9 points for Donovan Mitchell. The Heat leading by 13. Richardson finds Dragic. Back to Richardson. Outside Dragic. The Heat need to get a shot off. Yes, that goes in. Whiteside's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Utah calls timeout. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. The terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
Here's Gobert. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. The shot off that time, and it's Miami the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. Dragic gets the bucket.
You can tell Dragic knows he was going to draw the foul and contact, but he still confidently gets the shot up and over the defense.
Now, here's Mitchell. 38 points for him last game against Charlotte, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Hassan Whiteside on top. Rudy Gobert is second.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
And Dragic has it in the corner. And another basket for Miami.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Rubio the pass to Gobert. The dish to Mitchell. Rubio outside. Passes it to Gobert. Stolen by Winslow. Oh, Whiteside in position. He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Rubio. And good that time.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Dragic kicks to Winslow. To the paint. It's deflected. A solo fast break. Here's Favors. And for so long it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
And that one falls for Favors. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Now Mitchell, after Justice Winslow missing on that last three-pointer. Another miss by Utah. With some arc, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 18. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Now here's Mitchell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Adebayo kicks to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Outside Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell against Richardson, and the shot goes in. Richardson's got 9.
Richardson getting up on that shot there, solid at elevating over the top of the defense, especially deep inside.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Ingles kicks to Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Ricky Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not only for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. And for Rubio, who has been in the eye of the media for so long, Greg, he's always been unselfish. We've always seen that in his style of play.
You're right, Kevin. You've always been able to see that with Rubio's game. Great at making quick reads, seeing passes before they develop. I mean, he can see who's open and who's going to be open before he even catches a pass.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Wade. Johnson outside. Back to Wade. Can't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Winslow. And Utah also making a switch. Exum's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's McGruder. The pass to Olynyk, takes the 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Exum finds Korver from past the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Korver's got 6.
When you give room to Kyle Korver, he's going to burn you. You have to play up on him and get him to drive.
Now Wade. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Utah. The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he makes the first.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he can't hit the second. Jazz trail by 12. Knocked loose. And it's Neto in the corner. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Waiters. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
Now, here's Exum. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Both shots good from the stripe. Miami leading by 12. Wade feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Olynyk. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Exum dishes to Udo. Pass to Neto. Back to Udo. Pass to Neto. Just 5 to shoot. Korver, good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
The Heat shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Waiters with the ball. 6 points for him. Here's Olynyk, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat out front. They lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kyle, a little tough there offensively in the first half. How do you guys get going in the second?
Just, keep on moving the ball, play with energy, play with the pass. I mean, they're a great defensive team. It's what they do. So it's going to be tough tonight, but we did all right.
Hey, Kyle, thanks a lot for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Yeah, I like his patience down there. He's combined some good footwork with even better moves surrounding that. So we'll see if the defense can counter in the second half. Maybe some double teams.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Richardson and Winslow out on the perimeter. Adebayo is out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 11. Stolen by Rubio. Dishes it to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he gets it back. The lead now cut to single digits. Ingles has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Jazz. Ingles has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Winslow, the pass to Dragic. Back to Winslow. Outside Dragic. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. The Heat in second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Rubio. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Passes it to Gobert. Kicks to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. And there's the pass to Favors. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Dragic finds Whiteside. Back to Dragic. On the wing, Winslow. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Winslow's shot is off. Jazz trail by 13. The wide open look here for Ingles. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Dragic against Rubio. Here's Winslow. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Ingles. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Here's Adebayo. Over Favors. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Utah calls timeout. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
Well, one of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Dragic off the drive for 3. Richardson. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz trail by 9. Pulls up. That one goes in. Mitchell's got 13.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. And there's the feed to Winslow. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Utah called for the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke. Slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
And Winslow about 6'7", 225, but Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4. And when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
Back to Gobert. Out to Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Rubio. Utah with a fresh 24. Here's Gobert. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Miami leading by 8. Now here's Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Chalk up 2 there. Adebayo's got his third basket of the night.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Up top, Gobert. Rubio with a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing. Rubio's got his second bucket tonight.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Pass to Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. And with Gobert, he does so much as a defender with his impact, Greg, in the paint.
Yeah, and Gobert does so much in terms of cleaning up his teammates' mistakes while they're defending out there on the perimeter. It allows his teammates to be more aggressive on D, knowing he's going to be that last line of defense. And Gobert won't let them get too comfortable, as he is one of the more vocal players in terms of shaping their D.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Richardson. Here's Rubio. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rubio's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. He kicks it to Olynyk. Pass to Winslow. Waiters with the ball. Passes it to Wade. Over to the left wing. Olynyk the pass to Waiters. Miami no good on that time either. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Rubio. Hits it from 3-point range. Rubio's got 11 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gobert with the block. And here is Mitchell. He's got 13. He dishes it to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Olynyk with the steal. Waiters surveying the D. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Boston. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot. But it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Miami, 5 games behind.
And you know, for the Heat, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Now here's Waiters. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Here's Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Mitchell. Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. In the corner, Winslow with it. Kicks to Olynyk. Back to Winslow. And there's the pass to Whiteside. They need this one. He lays it in. 17 points in the game.
Like to see when Whiteside has the size and improved touch that he's got to take advantage of his defender. And right now doing it offensively.
Now here's Mitchell. 15 points in the game. Back to Gobert. There's the dish to Mitchell. over Waiters. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Jazz trail by 4. Crowder with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Pass to Rubio. Now Mitchell. Three-pointer. Crowder kept alive. Pass to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And some changes here for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Waiters. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Korver comes in for Derek Favors. Exum, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the basket by Olynyk.
Terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Neto kicks to Crowder. Outside Korver. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Utah now. It's a 5-point game. Jazz passing it around. Crowder, the pass to Udo. Clock at 4. Here's Neto.
Excellent defense from Dragic there to make sure that shot was not an easy one.
Neto can't get it to go. Inside. Here's Olynyk. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Neto kicks to Crowder. Neto, the pass to Udo, to the left wing. Now Exum passes it to Korver. Bangs home the trifecta. Korver's got 12.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
To the inside, Udo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Wade up top. He kicks it to Olynyk. To the wing on the left. Dragic dishes to Wade. Back to Dragic. All alone. And the shot goes in. He's got 9.
Well, the ball was not in Goran Dragic's hands very long. Just a great job by him firing it up immediately without hesitation.
Now here's Udo. He's got 6. Exum finds Korver. Offline with his 3.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Wade gets the bucket.
You can't allow Dwayne Wade to slash his way to the rim. That is where he is at his very best.
Here's Neto. Down low. Olynyk with the steal. Wade bounce pass. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The forwards are Ingles and Crowder. Kyle Korver is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Udoh in at center. Wade kicks to Dragic. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 8.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Mitchell passes to Udoh. And here is Ingles. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it. Johnson with the defensive effort. Miami leading by 8. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Johnson's tenacity meter right now redlining. He loves taking the punishment and finishing through it.
Josh Richardson, the 40th overall pick, Brent, back in 2015, a hardworking young player who's had a lot of good veteran mentors in this Miami Heat locker room.
Yeah, and he took advantage not only of what Dwayne Wade said to him, but the time that Dwayne Wade wasn't playing, he stepped in and seized an opportunity to get those minutes. He's had some scorching hot shooting numbers too. His rookie year was phenomenal, and it came in and drew attention from guys from the three-point line, so looking to be consistent on that end.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Now, here's Ingles. Outside Crowder. On the wing, Mitchell. Off target with his 3.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Korver. Ingles with the ball. Shot to stop the run. Crowder kicks to Mitchell. And there's the pass to Udoh. Over Richardson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. For the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bounce pass, Dragic. Shoots over Crowder and misses it off the right side of the rim. Jazz trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Richardson, no luck.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Now here's Wade. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Dragic against Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. They get it back. Was shot by Udoh. No good. The Heat leading by 11. Outside Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Whiteside's checked in for James Johnson. Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Kyle Korver. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
And here's Rubio. Kicks it to Gobert. Dishes to Mitchell. Shoots over Dragic. And it's Mitchell missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wade, right side. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trail by 13. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists in the game. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Rubio against Dragic. Clock at 6. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
It's tipped. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Rubio finds Gobert. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Wade. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. And Utah also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for Crowder. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Down by 12.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. He feeds it to Favors. Kicks it out to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. Got a hand on it. Richardson against Mitchell. He had stolen by Ingles. Mitchell outside. Pass to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 on the clock. Gobert the pass to Rubio. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And for that Thunder game, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Now Rubio. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. The 19-foot shot. Second chance shot. And it's Favors laying it in.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now here's Winslow, and stolen by Favors. Right block shot. It's hauled in by the Heat. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And it's Dragic off the drive, and the rejection by Favors. But they get it back. Feeds it to Whiteside. Over Gobert. Favors with the rebound. So Favors will bring it up for Utah. A 12-point game. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. It's picked off.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Jazz trail by 14. Rubio with it. Now guarded by Dragic, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Ingles. Covered by Winslow, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Utah with the ball. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
A defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
And the Heat call time here. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Even though they're ahead, he said, hey, this lead isn't big enough, not by a long shot. I don't want to sit back and play this one out. I still need some aggression. Guys, back to you.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Passes it to Rubio. He dishes it to Gobert. Over Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A free throw drops for Gobert. And Gobert drops them both. Miami leading by 12. Whiteside dishes to Richardson. Winslow wide open. He fires, drills the three-pointer. Winslow's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Richardson against Mitchell. And here's Ingles outside. That one no good. And Miami the other way now. Richardson against Mitchell. Richardson kicks to Dragic. Back to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. Rebound, Utah. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Dragic. It's stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Rubio.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Richardson.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Gobert against Whiteside. 5 on the clock. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
Now, here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Utah with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Mitchell against Richardson. Shoots from 12. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
Winslow finds Richardson. Back to Winslow. It's stolen by Ingles.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, but you still got to play this one out. Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And Mitchell drops them both. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Richardson the pass to Winslow, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Favors finds Ingles. And an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Dragic. Now the pass to Whiteside, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Lets it go with a 3. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Well, Dwayne, you won the game, but you lost the rebounding battle. How did you overcome that?
I don't know. You know, we have a knack for finding a way to win, and we've always had that here. You know, we got to do a better job. You know, we can't get out-rebounded like that and expect to win, so we got to figure it out.
Sure, you'll be working on it. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.